Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Light, powered by AtlanticCityFocus.com, where every Thursday, the Weekend Guy gives you your keys to winning the weekend. We are recording the show today live from the African American Heritage Museum of Southern New Jersey, right here inside of the Arts Garage. And right about now, we have a segment that falls under Education Matters with the one and only Brother Steve Townsend. Would you introduce yourself and get it right into your presentation?
Hi, thank you, good brother. My name is Stephen L. Townsend. I'm an educator, retired administrator. Middle school, high school, Pleasantville, New Jersey, K through 12, and started at Pleasant Tech Academy Charter School. And I am an advocate for African history. Being an educator, always wanted to teach and administer in the urban areas. My notes for today is for An African World Revolution by Dr. John Henry Clark. And I'm also going to talk about a program that I have created called BUILD, which stands for Brothers United in Leadership Development. BUILD, Brothers United in Leadership Development. Stephen Biko wrote, "The greatest weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed." Again, the greatest weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. And also, our youth are looking for something, and it's up to us as adults to show them what is worth emulating. And it's very unfortunate that a lot of these young brothers today look up to drug dealers, gangbangers, and ruthless street hustlers as their role models. And they've drawn this lifestyle because it appears to be fun, carefree, and obviously the girls are a dime a dozen. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons why I created BUILD, Brothers United in Leadership Development. It is an African-centered, all-male rites of passage program. We meet every Friday at 6:30 in Pleasantville. Currently I have four students, range from grades 5th through 8th grade, and hopefully I'll be getting a high school student. And then in addition, I'm going to try to transition into a mentorship program through my fraternity, which is Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, Yo to the Noobs. And I'll be transitioning to that, again, trying to create a mentorship. But BUILD helps, and I'm just going to read one of my objectives, or several of my objectives. BUILD helps the young brothers to achieve a sense of his true identity and feeling of belonging and commitment to the African community and diaspora. 2, it helps young brothers achieve a level of social maturity and awareness that will enable him to function in a racist society without engaging in self-defeating and inappropriate behavior. 3, it helps the young brothers realize and achieve masculine roles that are satisfying, responsible, and consistent with acceptable cultural norms and values. 4, it helps the young brothers develop a philosophy of life which allows him to function in a responsible, mature manner. And it helps the young brothers to relate positively to their parents, their peers, extended family, teachers, and their elders. Because when you think about it, when you peel back the onion, and always give them something to consider, especially when they gravitate towards, again, the street hustlers, gangbangers, and drug dealers. These are the same brothers that are on the corners 3 a.m. in the morning. This is what I explain to them. These are the same brothers that rather steal your possessions than work for their own. These are the same brothers that put forth the energy to play video games all day, to play sports, whether it's football, basketball all day, or even scroll on the internet, Facebook, Instagram all day, but have a hard time picking up and reading a book. These are the same brothers who will kill another brother, don't have a problem with it. These are the same brothers who will cowardly stand in front of a judge and beg for mercy without thinking about the mercy that they didn't deliver to the young brother that they just popped. And these are pathetic young brothers that have no goals, no dreams, no aspirations for the future. But again, misery loves company, and they want you to follow them. So it is that we try to deal with, trying to get these young men to understand and realize that, listen, if you want to emulate, become that, you can, because it doesn't take much to become ruthless, inappropriate, disrespectful. It does not. However, if you want to become a man of honor, it does take discipline, it does take courage, and it does take strength. And if that's the man you want to become, then those are the attributes that you need to have. So I always ask when I talk to the young brothers, I ask, and we always analyze and discuss and debate the rap artists they listen to. And obviously a lot of them listen to a lot of negative rap artists, to be honest with you. Because they're really not talking about anything as compared to when rap first came out in the 80s and 90s with KRS-One, Talib Kweli, Brand Nubians, Public Enemy, all that stuff. So I asked them, listen, what has these rappers that you listen to, what have they done to promote, empower, emulate, inspire you to do something positive within your community? And most of them really can't tell me anything except other than, popping, killing another brother, drug dealing, using drugs, pimping women, that type of thing. So I always tell them, listen, Talib Kweli, and again, getting to him, Talib Kweli wrote a lyric in one of his songs called The Manifesto, that if you're rhyming for the loot, then you are a prostitute. So I explained to them, these guys are being pimped, and this is the reason. So I like to get with them to discuss and analyze. So we get what I call get beyond the beats. And I was fortunate enough to get with an entertainment lawyer this past week, because I want to bring that in as well, so that the entertainment lawyer can explain on the business side the rap industry, how much these guys are really making, what they're doing, so forth and so on. Because unfortunately, we just heard the young lady from En Vogue who slept in her car for, I don't know if she said months or years, but if their contract is not structured correctly, then they're not going to live prosperously. So, plus if they don't have good investments or make good investments. Therefore, I tell the young brothers, we have to stop putting these ignorant music industry prostitutes that peddle, drugs and again, pimp their women. Got to stop putting them on a pedestal. All right, so there are some men, and I understand psychologically, and this is what I explain to them psychologically, that most people need someone that they can look up to. Therefore, if you need someone to look up to, why not look up to this man, Malcolm? Because no one, in my opinion, was more gangster than Malcolm. Because he did everything that they talk about in their rap music, this brother did. He peddled that chemical, he pimped women, victimized individuals, vandalized, stole things, not just in Boston, but also in Harlem. However, he went through a transformation, and it was only until he was locked up, where he had the time to sit back and start to read and open up his mind, he was able to remove those shackles of ignorance, fear, and that self-mentality, that slave mentality. So this is, to bring this to a conclusion, it's not surprisingly that incarceration gives individuals the opportunity to remove that slave mentality. So while you're not incarcerated, this is an opportunity to read and to open your mind up. So my goal when dealing with young men, again, getting back to my BUILD program, Brothers United Leadership Development, we meet on Friday evenings at 6:30. I have 4 individuals. We deal with African history from ancient Egypt all the way up to the present day. If anyone has any questions, my name is Stephen L. Townsend, and you can get with me on either Facebook and Instagram. I will be more than happy to talk to you about it and allow you to, I expect you to be a part of my program. Thank you very much, Ray, for inviting me, and appreciate everyone for coming.